Robert Morse, starring in That's Life. Also starring E.J. Peeker. With guest stars Tony Randall, The Turtles, Maureen Arthur, and special guest star George Burns. That's Life is brought to you by your Pontiac dealer, who on September 26th announces the great breakaway for 1969 with the newest new car of them all, the wide-track Pontiac Grand Prix. And by Armstrong, makers of floors, carpet, ceilings, walls, and home care products. Armstrong.
Armstrong has an offer that'll curl your hair. If you buy an Armstrong vinyl call-on floor right now, you'll get this Clairol Kindness Instant Hair Setter, free. 20 heated rollers for setting your hair beautifully in minutes. It's a gift from your participating Armstrong retailer when you buy a vinyl call-on floor for any area at least the size of this room, 10 by 15 feet. You have 7 exciting designs to choose from. So come on, let your hair down. Think colorful thoughts. Brighten your kitchen or family room with Armstrong color. Only Armstrong knows how to create colors like these, colors that glow from deep within the floor. To find out where to get Armstrong Vinyl Call-On and your free Clairol Kindness 20 Instant Hair Setter, make a toll-free phone call to this special number. Dial 800, then 243-0355. So hurry, don't miss the offer that'll curl your hair from Armstrong.
What a day for feeling happy and for feeling free. What a day to see the pretty city scenery. Baby, that's living. Baby, that's life. What a day for watching minis flowing in the breeze, while my mind is busy dreaming any dream I please. Baby, that's a living. Baby, that's life. Oh yeah, that's a life. What a wonderful thing. When you got love, life will always be well worth living. I sure would dig a certain girl who comes my way. I don't know, I just might go and fall in love today. Baby, that's life. Baby, that's life. Oh yeah, that's life. dig a certain girl who comes my way. I don't know, I just might go and fall in love today. Oh, baby, that's life.
Baby, that's life.
Oh yeah, that's love.
You see these two? The names are Robert and Gloria. They don't know it yet, but they're gonna meet, fall in love, get married, and have kids. That's what this series is all about. It's sort of like Peyton Place, only we took out the lust and we put in music. Now, it's my job to get these two together. I have to introduce them so they can fall in love. I could do that right now, but that's for half-hour shows. On an hour show, you have to be more true to life. You have to get in 6 commercials instead of 3. I guess you're probably wondering why they picked me to play Cupid. They needed a sex symbol. They finally narrowed it down to 2 choices, myself and Frank Sinatra. And to break the tie, they decided to have a contest. Raquel Welch was going to kiss each one of us, and then she would pick out which one was the greater lover. Sinatra was supposed to go to her apartment and pick her up and bring her over here this afternoon. He's not here yet. Obviously, he chickened out. Now, let's see. There are lots of ways I could get these two together. For instance, I could always tell her about the old handkerchief bit. That's where a girl drops her handkerchief and the boy bends down and picks it up, and then they strike up a conversation and they go to lunch together. A girl tried that on me once. She dropped her handkerchief, I bent over to pick it up, and by the time I was able to straighten up, she met another guy, got married, had 4 kids, and moved to Cleveland. She was a very lovely, innocent girl. I'll never forget what was written on her handkerchief. My name is Mona, what's yours? Of course, another way I can get them together, I could make a pass at Gloria. She could get annoyed and yell for help, and Robert would come to her rescue, and she'd think he's a big hero. There's only one trouble with that. Might get violent and punch me in the nose, and my nose would start to bleed. And if you think I'm going to pull out a handkerchief that says, my name is Mona, what's yours, you're crazy. I guess it's not as easy to bring 2 people together as I thought. Now, let's see, what is it that brings most people together? Sigmund Freud said a lot of interesting things about that. For instance, he said that a man should not be attracted to a woman because of her physical attraction. He said that the most appealing thing about any woman is her mind. Pretty face, a nice figure, and gorgeous legs. These aren't things that are really important. It's her mind that counts. That's what Sigmund Freud said. How come he put a couch in his office? It always amazes me how certain people are attracted to one another. Like the other day, I picked up a newspaper and read that a 98-year-old man married a 96-year-old woman, and they even went on a honeymoon. Unfortunately, he collapsed while trying to move the Do Not Disturb sign from the inside doorknob to the outside. Of course, this wasn't a marriage of love. It was a marriage of convenience. He married her for a hot water bottle. At that age, I can understand a marriage of convenience. When a man reaches a certain age, he discovers that the love of a woman isn't as important as it used to be. He finds out that there are other kinds of love. Like the love of good music, or the love of a beautiful painting, or a good book, or the love of a gorgeous sunset, or Fortunately, I haven't reached that age yet. I'll get back to these kids later. I hope she's got a hot water bottle.
Why don't you go right up to her and say hello and make a date? Ha! Chicken. Why don't you come on like a tiger who is roaring for his mate? Wow! Chicken. You know you're charming, handsome, and in brief, you're a sort of Anglo-Saxon, oh my cherie. So why should you be worried? How can she reject you when you're so chicken? Now is the time for going at her like a Spanish matador. Well, hey, 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 Toro! Think of a clever opening, you jerk. Let's see, I've got it, yeah, this ought to work. Pardon me, haven't we met before?
With a book, I'd like to know him. I love his little boy look. I'd like to know him. He looks so pure, but a bit insecure, but so sweet and so neat and so wise and scholar. Kind of a cross between Roddy McDowell, somebody else. Yes, Michael J. Pollard. I wish he'd give me a try. I'd like to know him, though he is painfully shy. I'd like to know him. I would never turn away if he'd turn to me and say, pardon me, haven't we met before?
Why don't you go right up to her and say hello and make a date?
I'd like to know him.
Why don't you come on like a tiger who is roaring for his mate?
I'd like to know him.
You know you're charming, handsome,
and so wise and solid.
You're a sort of Anglo-Saxon, oh my cherie. So why should you be worried? How can she reject you when you're so chicken? Now is the time for going at her like a Spanish matador. Oh, hey, 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 Toro! Think of a clever opening jerk. Let's see, I've got it. This way. Pardon me, haven't we met before? Pardon me, haven't we met before? Pardon me, haven't we met before?
Such a beautiful house. And it's all ours.
And the bank's.
We can put the sofa there and grandfather clock here.
And this is the den.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Take the easy chair.
Does it come with an ashtray?
Oh, here. Try this.
Thanks. I'd like to try another cigarette, too. Tastes hot.
I know what you mean. Picked these up today.
Long size cools? Sounds promising.
Come up to the cool taste.
Taste extra coolness in an extra length.
Say, honey, you got those cools?
Right here.
Like them?
Uh-huh.
Come up to the Cool Taste.
Try new Cool Filter Longs, the only extra-length cigarette with a taste of extra coolness. Cool Filter Longs, Cool Filter Kings. 2 sizes, 1 taste. A cool taste.
I still haven't figured out a way to get Robert and Gloria together yet. I'm having a few problems. You see, Gloria's like a lot of other girls. Whenever they dream about married life, they always picture themselves being married to the perfect man, their ideal. The trouble is, these kind of guys only exist in a dream. You're not going to find them sitting in the balcony of the Colonial Theater in Altoona. By the way, you'll meet Gloria's ideal husband in a couple of minutes. You see, she's having one of her dreams right now. That's why I'm here. The only thing that bothers me is, this is the first time I've been in a girl's dream in 40 years. And I wind up playing the butler. Good evening, madam.
Oh, good evening, Fenmore.
Shall I set dinner for 1 this evening, madam?
Oh, no, Fenmore. Set it for 2. My husband, Rodney Wonderful, will be dining with us. He'll be home at 6:14 as usual. He's never late.
But, madam, it's 6:30 now, and this afternoon, Mr. Wonderful is in Paris racing his new sports car in the Grand Prix. Don't you think that just this once he might be a little late for dinner?
My Rodney is never late.
You can tell this is a dream. No guy alone in Paris rushes home just to have dinner with his wife. There are too many good-looking restaurants in France.
I'm home, sweetheart.
Rodney!
Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful. One more time. Mr. Wonderful. That's you. Well, darling, I won the Grand Prix.
Oh, darling! Oh, I'm so proud of you. Then you did have a good day?
Oh, just average. This morning I addressed the United Nations. Then I flew to the Himalayas to climb Mount Everest once again. Then I flew back home here to take out the garbage. And this afternoon I went to Sweden to accept another Nobel Peace Prize, and of course at 4:30 I had to be in Paris to win the Grand Prix.
Did you pick up the loaf of bread like I asked you? Oh, Rodney, you never forget.
How could I? I'm perfect. Put this on the wall over there, my darling, next to the Davis Cup and my Joe Pine Good Guy Award.
Well, with a day like that, you must be exhausted.
I am a little pooped. On my lunch hour, I posed for stamps. This way for regular, airmail, full face for special delivery. I wish they wouldn't ask me to pose for stamps. I hate the idea of everybody licking the back of my head when they mail a letter.
Well, it's been such a grueling day, darling. Would you like to go upstairs and take a shower?
What for? You know I never sweat.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Well, would you like to get out of your racing clothes?
Oh, yes, I would, darling. I'll go upstairs and I'll change for dinner.
Oh, darling, please hurry.
Darling, I won't be away from you but a moment.
Ooh, he's so wonderful.
You miss me?
Oh, it was like an eternity.
Oh, I know. It's the same for me whenever I'm in a room without a mirror.
Rodney, you are so marvelous. No wonder the whole world loves you.
Yes, the whole world does love me. Hi, whole
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, yes, he is. Just a minute. Rodney, it's for you.
Who is it, darling?
Well, Cary Grant.
Oh, him again. Hello, Cary. Yeah. What can I do for you? Oh, she turned you down, huh? Uh-huh. Well, did you do everything I told you? No, Cary, you don't blow in her eye, in her ear. All right, but this is the last time. Now, listen. Try this one. 555-0245. Yeah. But whatever you do, don't mention my name. She'll only spend the whole night crying. So long, Cary. Music.
Oh, Rodney, I'm the luckiest girl in the world to be married to you. Oh, you're the world's greatest mountain climber, the world's fastest racing driver.
King of Wall Street.
King of Wall Street. And I'll bet if you entered a dance contest, you could win that, too.
Enough of this chit-chat, darling. There's something I want to ask you.
What?
I'm starved. When is dinner ready? Fenmore! Fenmore! You, employee. Is dinner ready?
Not yet. It'll be ready in a few minutes.
Oh, you know how I hate to waste time. Well, my darling, if I must wait, I shall go up to my room and take out my appendix. I love you.
Gloria, I don't want to spoil your dream or anything, but I'd like to talk to you.
Yes?
Now, you know, you're making a big mistake. You think you'd be happy married to a guy like Rodney Wonderful? Let me tell you something. You'd be bored to tears.
Well, what do you mean?
The ideal husband isn't perfect. The ideal husband is a guy who needs you as much as you need him. You see, that's what life is all about. Two people sharing disappointment and failure as well as success.
But I'm happy the way I am.
That's what you think. You've got to give a little, take a little, let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You got to laugh a little, cry a little, before the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of you, you've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with you, you've got each other's arms. You gotta win a little, lose a little, always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You got to give a little, take a little, let your poor heart break a little.
You're so right, I understand.
Please, not now. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
You can stop now.
I work alone. As long as there's the two of you, you've got the world and it's all its charms. And when the world is through with you, you've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Smitty? Yeah, boss. You did a great job hiding the windshield wipers on our Pontiacs. This year we have a real challenge for you. Here, hide the radio antenna on that new Grand Prix. Nope, it's not here. Okay, Smitty, I'm stumped. Where is it? Now, enough is enough.
See your Pontiac dealer. Maybe he'll show you where Smitty hid the radio antenna on the new Pontiac Grand Prix.
Just laugh at me. Tell me where the antenna is.
Paul Anderson, the world's strongest man, will now show you what happens when you put an extraordinary load in your car. And no ordinary shock absorber can help you. That's why we made Delco Pleasure Lifts. Pleasure Lifts are true air-adjustable shocks. Watch. Replace ordinary rear shocks with Delco Pleasure Lifts, wherever you see the United Delco sign.
That's Life will continue following station identification.
You're disappointed, aren't you? I'm not exactly what you expected. I'll tell you what I'm doing here in the slave market. You saw the girl's dream of an ideal marriage? Well, this is the boy's dream. The only difference is in his dream, he's not married yet. He's still looking. That's why he comes here every night. Figures he might find his ideal girl here at the auction. Even if he doesn't, it's a great place to browse. Well, that's a signal to start the auction. I'd better get out of here. Besides, if Georgie Jessel sees me in this thing, he'll come over and deliver a eulogy.
For no money down if you have a steady job, I can deliver one of these mechanically perfect models for only $14.95 weekly. Yes, I've got narrow ones and curvy ones and gentle ones and nervy ones and girls who bat their eyes and answer yes. They're strong and indestructible, and some you'll make deductible and put them on American Express. They're guaranteed and warranted, and some are even pedigreed. That's if you want a dog, and some men do. So if you want a girl, any kind of girl, have I got a girl for you? I've got some that look spectacular and some that look like Dracula, but everyone will make a perfect mate. There's a Bridget, there's a Gidget, there's a multilingual midget, and I've marked her down to $7.98 plus tax. And I've got some airline steward who'll wait upon you, do or die, with coffee, tea, or milk, or booze, or brew. So if you want a girl, such a lovely girl, have I got a girl for you? Yeah, I've shady ladies, traffic stoppers, pretty city teeny boppers, and a lovely flock of English birds. And many more to sing about and tell you everything about if I can just remember all these words. But anyway, I've got the stock and all the girls around the block with eyes of gray and green and brown and blue. So if you want a girl, a genuine permanent girl, have I got a girl for you? Good evening, Sahib. I see you have returned to Hakim's humble establishment.
Yes, I still haven't made up my mind.
Ah, well, I'm sure we'll find the girl of your dreams tonight, Sahib. Hakim has quite a selection from all over the world. From Tahiti, beautiful dancing girl. From Spain, dark, flashing beauties. And from Hollywood Sunset Strip, 2 hippies and a topless meter maid.
Gee, I just don't know.
Perhaps Sahib could give humble Hakim some hint as to what he's looking for.
Well, I want a girl who is loyal. She should be honest, and above all else,
trustworthy.
Loyal, honest, and trustworthy. I have just such a girl. Well, Sahib.
That's not exactly what I had in mind. If I wanted a girl in uniform, I would have taken the topless meter maid.
Wiser than the serpent, Sahib. You do not pick a wife too quickly. In the East, we have a saying, a man who picks lemon from tree of love comes home each night juiced. Another clue for humble Hakim, Sahib.
Well,
someone to your liking.
Yes, the girl that I spend the rest of my life with has to know that I am the lord and master. When I come home at night from a hard day's work, she should bring me my slippers and rub my back.
Yes, say no more. I have just a The latest foreign model.
No, I don't think so. I mean, if anything goes wrong with her, where am I going to get spare parts? Maybe I'd just better forget it. No, I don't think that you have the kind of girl that I'm looking for.
Oh, wait, Sahib. Give me one more chance. I think I have a number that will really interest me. The exotic Shalima! The exotic Shalima!
That's you, Shirley.
Well, Sahib?
I'm afraid she's not what I had in mind. The girl that I marry will have to be as soft and as pink as a nursery. The girl I call my own will wear satins and laces and smell of her nails will be polished, and in her hair she'll wear a gardenia, and I'll be there instead of flitting. I'll be sitting next to her, and she'll purr like a kitten. A doll I can carry, the girl that I married must be.
Forget it, Shalimar, you're not his type.
She's close enough.
You call this living? Some people don't think so. If you're independent, you'll find a better way, and a better tasting cigarette, perhaps. Old Gold Filters, the cigarette for independent people, with flavors that never came through a filter before. Old Gold Filters, now with gift star coupons.
That's the great thing about discotheques. Guy can get up on the floor and dance all by himself and nobody notices. By the way, I figured out how to get Robert and Gloria together. They're going to meet on a blind date. That's what we're doing here. In fact, they should be here any minute.
Recommended this place to you?
My mother.
How did she know about it?
She caught my father here a couple of times.
Oh. Are the girls here yet?
I don't see it.
Hey, if they don't show up, look, I see a couple over there, right there, that don't look too bad. At least mine doesn't.
Don't worry, they'll be here. Listen, I've got a great idea.
What?
We're gonna have a couple of drinks here. Then we'll go up to my place.
I've got an even better idea.
What?
Let's take the girls with us.
That was included in my idea.
Oh, I see. Look, this girl that you've got for me,
yeah?
Is she really?
Oh, yeah, she's really.
No, I don't mean really. I mean, is she really?
Oh, yeah, she is really.
Really?
Trust me.
What's your girl like?
Oh, believe me, she's nothing like yours.
Oh, I get it. I'm stuck with a dog.
No, don't say a thing like that. She's a very lovely human being.
When did you meet my girl?
I never really met her.
Well, if you never met her, how do you know she's really?
Because Bubbles told me all about her, Gloria.
Your date is Bubbles and mine is Gloria?
What's the difference what their names are? What's in the name?
Well, when it's Myron or Fred, nothing. But when it's Bubbles, plenty.
I could have called them by their last names. You'd never have known the difference.
What's their last name?
Quigley and Latour.
Hey, that's not bad. Gloria Latour.
No, yours is Quigley. Believe me, yours is better than mine.
Oh, I can see it now. Gloria Quigley, Bubbles Latour.
I just don't understand you, Bob, making such a big deal over a name.
Well, maybe you're right. You know, you really can't tell what people look like by their names. Look at Yogi Berra and Hermione Gingold.
When you forget about her name, Bubbles told me that Gloria is sensational.
You really mean it?
I guarantee it. Now, let's see if we can find a waiter.
A waiter. Where's the waiter?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Purple Labyrinth proudly presents the Turtles.
I just can't live without you. I really want you, Eleanor, near me. Your looks intoxicate me. Even though your folks hate me, there's no one like you, Eleanor, really. Let's go out to a movie. What do you say now, Eleanor, can we?
before. What do I say to him? Just one word. No. I mean, what do we talk about? Oh, what every man wants to talk about himself. Well, build him up. Build up his ego, flatter him. Make him think he's fascinating. That's how I get all the men interested in me. Okay, I'll try.
Hey, here they come. Can I tell you, yours is better looking than mine?